I'm just going to show you all the ingredients because I'm making it again for us. So that's the coconut oil in the pan that is heating up. That's the bulgur wheat that I've soaked in some hot water, which I'm leaving aside so it's soaking up. So to use it, I'm using some chicken. So I've diced some chicken thighs. I've diced some onions and hot pepper, bell pepper. Also, and some actually Scotch bonnet pepper. Sorry. I've also diced some bell pepper. You can do a mixture. I've just done the green and the yellow ones, and I've diced some tender stem broccoli, and I also have some mixed vegetables that I'm going to add all to this. The other thing you can do that's I did as optional, you can use some mushrooms as well, and also because I've got some for seasoning, I'm going to use some coriander as well, which is a herb that Indians use a lot for their spicy cooking. So as you can see, my coconut oil is melted, so I am going to proceed to add the diced pepper and onions in there. Okay, you can see it's sizzling nicely, and as it's sizzling, I'm going to add my seasoning to the hot oil. So my all-purpose seasoning, also known as marketed as seasoned oil, which is a blend of paprika among some other things. Because people mentioned that it was quite salty the last time. I think it's got some salt in it, so I'm not going to add separate salt. There's some curry powder. I think that's the one that Lidl sells. I'm just doing a wee dash inside as well. And I'm going to just put my suya pepper as well. My suya pepper spice mix, which I believe is some hot bell, dried pepper, ginger, and some other things. So I'm just going to put some inside as well. And we'll just stir it with our stirring spoon. So I'm just gonna stir all that so that all that flavor gets into the oil. So we call this caramelizing the onions. So browning the onions is when you just put the onions alone, and by the time you add the seasoning, you sort of caramelize to sort of coat the onions and the pepper in the spice mix. And as we learned earlier on today, it makes the house more fragrant. You get away with using less seasoning because it's transported in the oil, and so that will mean that the taste will be stronger than if you add your seasoning to a paste or an oil-based mix. So we'll add that. I'm going to add my first lot of ingredients, which is my chicken. You can during the program today, we had seasoned it earlier on just with a bit of a spice rub. Because I'm sort of rushing, I'm not doing that. Just going to add that in first. And we're going to fry that until it is lovely and well coated. Jemima! This is the chicken thighs. I'm just going to step back a little bit. I'm going to get my assistant here to come and hold the camera for me. Please come and hold the camera for me. Because I want to record it. So hold the camera. Let the camera be looking over the pot. You can use the ladder if you need to. There that. Thank you. Let that fry a little bit until everything is sort of cooked. Will have the appearance of being cooked before we start to add anything else. So it's changing from pink meat to white meat now.
It used to look like pink?
Yeah, the chicken when it was raw was pink. You can see now it's turning white. Okay, let's continue to stir. I'm gonna add some more curry powder. So pass me the curry powder. You are supposed to be directing the camera, Jemima. Just have the camera over the screen.
take a wee little photo?
No, just, is it recording?
Yeah, it's still recording.
Okay.
I think the white button means take a wee little photo.
Okay. I'll take a photo.
Alright.
This stage. Okay. Have you taken?
Yes.
Okay. I'm just going to cover the lid. Okay. Just stay there.
Yeah, the kitchen is still got stuff on the table, but that's okay. Oh, the alarm's gonna go out since I don't shut that door. And just open the door.
Just thrown in some coriander in there. Coriander is another Indian spice. You normally see herbs. You normally see it in the herb section in the supermarket. It normally adds a lovely flavor as well. And like I said, this is optional. So I'm gonna dash some more in. I kept mine frozen in the freezer. And I'm gonna add vegetables. So it's your choice what vegetables you want to add. Like I said, sometimes if I don't want to use all chicken, I put mushroom in. Because mushroom is another lovely protein and it's not expensive. You don't want to use all chicken. Remember, it's okay. Just stay over the stove. Anything that falls down, I can pick it up. We stir it. Okay. Then you're going to notice that it's all going to become a little bit coated. I'm going to add some of our frozen veg as well.
Just simming it in a bit.
Okay, thank you.
I can see it very well.
Okay, thank you. So you can see coming along nicely. Good way to hide some vegetables and get vegetables into your diet. If you're not somebody that will eat them raw, it's a good way to get them in. So,
this is perfect.
So I'm going to put some of my frozen veg. Just stay there. I'll bring everything across. Don't move the camera. Okay. So add some frozen veg.
Good. Get it. I might not be the best camera person, but
Just stay. They are doing well. Okay. So you can see now that we've added the frozen veg, all that heat, the latent heat is being released, and that's going to add the water to make our vegetable stock. So I'm just going to just let that. And then what I'm just going to do is I'm just going to cover it for like a minute or two, so that heat will sort of cook it before we add the bulgur. So you just stay there. And use that time. Wash up your dishes.
I felt like I heard my name.
Hey, remember your father is calling. Just pause the video.